all three of you spoke to innovation and technology. The technology exists. It does exist. There are solutions that are available, but where does demand come from? Where is the pull to get those technologies and those solutions? What drives demand, particularly local level in a budget constrained environment? Leslie, if I may, over to you on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I think designers and facilities, construction program managers and people who are focused on doing this work in buildings right now and in K12 are very excited about new technology. It's often difficult, I think, in the constraints of bonds and how quickly school districts have to implement the work in order to get through their bond cycle, that a lot of these things are feel like they're unattainable in the process of designing and building and constructing buildings. I've been working with, I live in Colorado. I know there are a couple of school districts on the phone, on the line today that are from Colorado. I think there's $6.5 billion of bonds going up just in this state, which is the highest it's ever been. And, in the November election, and some of those are very large bonds for some of our larger districts. And there's a lot of concern about just the ability of all of the infrastructure here in Colorado to support the bonds for all of these school districts, and how are they actually going to get all of the work done? Do we have enough subcontractors? Do we have the right designers? Do we have the pool of contractor base to actually do the work? Because they are constrained with time, right? You pass a bond, you must do this work next summer, the summer after, the summer after. So thinking about how you can plan that better and other options for adding additional funding to those bond issues, I think is really important, because I would bet, and any of the ones that are on the line would say, no matter what we ask for, it's never enough to address all of the deferred maintenance backlog that we have and build the new schools that we actually need to do to serve, student populations. So it's a constant issue and effort.
Can you see parents, students? I wonder this for myself in my own personal life, playing a role in this and advocating for these kinds of solutions?
Yeah, I mean, especially on the environmental side, I think that's been a really interesting push that has come directly from students. Denver Public Schools has been a little bit of a poster child here recently and been acknowledged even by the White House in some student efforts that happened in 2019 and early 2020 to drive the school board to actually adopt a climate action resolution and take action on improving their districts and their district's environmental footprint. Salt Lake City School District has done a very similar thing, and it was also student-led. And it's amazing to me, when students get in front of a school board and say, we need you to do better, they generally respond fairly favorably, even though it's a difficult task to get these resolutions passed. But starting with districts making those commitments, and then, being able to take a look at how they're going to do that through the development of a roadmap and how they're going to do that over time. We can't do these things overnight, and we need to think about how buildings are in cycle already. Buildings get modernized every so many years, and when a school needs a new roof, thinking about how we're going to put solar on that roof at the same time that we're constructing the new roof. What are we going to do about the the end of life HVAC system, and how can we migrate that if electrification is kind of the end goal and we need to get off of carbon sources? How are we going to do that, and when should we be doing it? And those roadmaps are really critical to kind of laying out that 20-year pathway.